Depolluting a river is a complex process that involves removing contaminants, restoring ecosystems, and preventing future pollution. There have been several successful river depollution projects worldwide. But what is the process of depolluting a river? Are there successful cases of depollution? Can I swim in a river after the depollution process? The first step to clean up a river is to identify and assess pollution sources. It is necessary to identify point sources, such as factories, sewage plants, and drainage pipes, and non-point sources, such as agricultural runoff, pesticides, fertilizers, urban runoff, oil, chemicals, and plastic waste. Water testing is also important. It is necessary to check for heavy metals, microplastics, pathogens, and chemical pollutants. After an analysis of the situation of the river, it is necessary to start physical cleaning, or removal of solid waste. In manual cleaning, volunteers collect plastic, rubble, and waste from riverbanks and surface waters. Barriers and floating booms are installed on the river to trap floating trash. Dredging is used to remove toxic sediment from the riverbed, used for serious contamination. Therefore, it is necessary to reduce chemical and organic pollution. For this to happen, it is important to improve sewage treatment, with an upgrade in wastewater treatment plants, and the release of untreated sewage must also be avoided. Enforce regulations, require factories to treat wastewater before releasing it, and reduce agricultural runoff by promoting organic farming, plant protection zones, and reducing the use of fertilizers. Another important step is to restore the river ecosystem. Replant vegetation, reintroduce native species, restore fish, plants, and microorganisms that help clean the water naturally, and create buffer zones, with natural vegetation along the riverbanks acting as a filter for pollutants. After these steps, it is important to prevent future pollution through community education, stronger regulations, waste management improvements, and green infrastructure, building rain gardens and permeable pavements to reduce runoff. At the end of these steps, regular water analysis is needed to monitor pollution levels over time, ongoing cleanup efforts by organizing annual or seasonal cleanups, and partnerships by working with environmental agencies, scientists, and local governments for long-term sustainability. There have been several successful river depollution projects worldwide. The Thames River, in the United Kingdom, is an example. By the 1950s, Thames River was declared biologically dead due to industrial waste, sewage, and chemical pollution. Raw sewage from London flowed directly into the river, leading to low oxygen levels and mass fish die-offs. To solve the problem, London built new sewage treatment plants and upgraded existing infrastructure. The UK government passed laws to prevent industrial waste dumping, and oxygen pumps were introduced to improve water quality. There was a recovery of the river. By the 1990s, fish species returned, and water quality improved significantly, and the Thames is now considered one of the cleanest urban rivers. Today, the River Thames is cleaner than it was in the past, but it still faces challenges, such as overcrowded sewers. If you're enjoying the video so far, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, so we can continue making new videos for you. The Rhine River, in Europe, is another example. In the 1980s, a massive chemical spill from a Swiss factory contaminated the river with toxic pesticides and heavy metals. Industrial pollution from multiple countries, Switzerland, Germany, France, and the Netherlands, made the Rhine one of Europe's most polluted rivers. The solution to the problem was an international agreement among countries along the river, the Rhine Action Plan, in 1987. They created stricter industrial regulations, and companies were required to improve wastewater treatment. Ecological restoration was implemented, and wetlands and natural habitats were restored. As a result, salmon and other fish species returned, drinking water quality improved for millions of people, and the river became a model for international cooperation in pollution control. The Cuyahoga River, in Ohio, United States, was so polluted with oil and industrial waste that it caught fire multiple times, with the worst case in 1969. The pollution symbolized the environmental crisis in the U.S. The Clean Water Act, in 1972, was a landmark law forcing industries to stop dumping toxic waste into rivers. The government invested in wastewater management and local organizations promoted river conservation. As a result, fish and wildlife returned to the river. The Cuyahoga became a recreational area, with kayaking and fishing thriving, and it inspired the creation of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Currently, the Cuyahoga River in Ohio is less polluted than it once was, but it still faces challenges such as urban and agricultural runoff and sewage overflows. The Seine River, in Paris, France, by the 1960s, was too polluted for fish to survive due to sewage and industrial waste. The water had dangerously high levels of bacteria and toxic substances. Massive sewage treatment projects were launched. Factories were required to reduce waste discharge into the river, and strict water quality monitoring was implemented. As a result, fish species returned, including salmon. The river was considered safe for some recreational activities, and France worked on making the Seine swimmable for the 2024 Olympics. But the Seine River is currently still polluted, despite ongoing decontamination processes. Pollution is a recurring problem, and the river water is not considered ideal for swimming. The Cheonggyecheon stream, in Seoul, South Korea, is an example of success. The stream in Seoul was covered by concrete and turned into a polluted drainage system. It was forgotten due to urbanization and heavy traffic above it. The solution was the Cheonggyecheon Restoration Project, from 2003 to 2005. They removed the concrete cover and revived the natural waterway. Green spaces and parks were created alongside the river, and water quality was improved through artificial filtration and aeration. As a result, the river became a major environmental and urban success story. Biodiversity returned, with fish, birds, and plants thriving. It improved air quality and reduced urban heat in Seoul. These cases show that river depollution is possible with strong policies, investment in infrastructure, and community involvement. Although river depollution improves water quality, it is important to assess each case to see whether it is possible to swim in them. Would you like to know more about the pollution control process? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be great if you could leave a comment too.